Welcome to This Explainer. I am absolutely pumped you're tuning in today, because we are tackling something that literally trips up almost everyone who learns English. We're going to master the give, say, and tell collocations. If you've ever stopped dead in the middle of a sentence, kind of second-guessing which of these three little verbs you're supposed to use, well, you're in the exact right place. Our goal today is to totally rewire how you think about these words so you can speak English fluently, confidently, and naturally, just like a native speaker. Okay, let's jump right in.
So, take a brief second and think about this. In a casual conversation, would you say a joke or would you tell a joke? Got your answer? If you felt a little hesitation there, honestly, don't worry. This exact dilemma brilliantly illustrates the core problem we're solving today. Native speakers know the answer to this instantly without even thinking about the grammar rules. And you know what? Very soon, you will too.
Here is our game plan for today's masterclass. First, we'll look at the core learner confusion. Second, we'll master give collocations. Third, we tackle the big one, say versus tell. Fourth, we'll fix some common learner mistakes. And finally, we're going to wrap up with the ultimate native challenge to test what you've learned. Let's do this.
Section 1. The core learner confusion. Why these three simple words trip us up.
Okay, so the reason these words cause so much absolute frustration is native language interference. In a lot of languages, say and tell might literally be the exact same word, or give might be used in entirely different contexts. You try to translate word by word from your mother tongue into English and things just get tangled up. The ultimate secret to fixing this? It's mastering the collocation. A collocation is simply a group of words that naturally go together in English. Think of them as pre-packaged chunks of vocabulary. A native speaker doesn't build a sentence word by word from a dictionary. They use these chunks. So instead of memorizing isolated verbs, we are going to learn the company they keep.
Moving right along to Section 2, Mastering Give Collocations, Delivering, Offering, and Providing.
When you think of the verb give, I want you to picture the act of delivering or offering something to someone else. It's a very outward, generous verb, which makes these collocations highly visual. You give advice or give an opinion when you're offering your thoughts to someone. You give permission or give a warning, delivering a boundary or an alert. Take give someone a hand. Imagine your friend is trying to carry a ridiculously heavy couch. You don't make them a hand, you give them a hand. It's a wonderful visual way to say you are offering physical help. If you're a manager at work, you give support and give instructions. And at a wedding, you give a speech. You are delivering your words to an audience. Notice how in every single one of these examples, you are actively providing something to someone else.
All right, Section 3. Say versus tell, the ultimate boss battle.
These two verbs mean almost exactly the same thing in a dictionary, but in real life, their mechanics are completely different. Here is the golden rule you need to remember. Say focuses entirely on expressing the words themselves. It's all about the sound coming out of your mouth. Tell, on the other hand, focuses on transferring information directly to a person. Tell always needs a target, an audience. Simply put, you say words, but you tell a person.
Notice the pattern with these say collocations. Every single one is focused on the specific words being expressed. You say hello, you say goodbye, you say sorry, or say thank you. These are fixed expressions. You don't need an audience to say them. You could literally be alone in your room and say something out loud to yourself. You could say no to a bad idea in your head, or just choose to say nothing at all. The focus is 100% on the words.
Now let's immediately contrast that with tell. Remember our core mechanic? Transferring information to an audience? You don't just express truth out into the void, right? You tell the truth to someone. You tell a lie to someone. You tell a story or tell a joke. You're taking a narrative and passing it from your brain directly to your listener's brain. You tell someone a secret or tell someone the news. Even with tell the time or tell the difference, you're determining specific information and conveying it. Tell is all about that transfer.
Section 4. Common learner mistakes. Fixing native language interference.
Now that we totally get the mechanics, let's fix those awkward phrasings. Going back to our very first question, say a joke is incorrect. Look, a native speaker will understand you, but it's just clunky because a joke isn't just a word you express. It's a piece of funny information you transfer to an audience. Therefore, the native alternative is the clear winner. Tell a joke. It flows perfectly.
We see the exact same trap with say a story. Again, incorrect. A story is a narrative journey you take someone on. You are transferring an experience.
So we toss say out the window and we adopt the native standard tell a story. If you have kids, you don't say them a story at bedtime, you tell them a story.
Grammatically, this creates a really fascinating difference. When you do want to use say with a person, you absolutely must use the preposition to. For example, he said hello to me. It's kind of clunky for long information. But because tell inherently transfers information to a target, it points directly at the person. Tell someone. Tell me, tell him, tell the teacher. No to required. You just pass the ball straight to them. Tell me the plan.
There's also this fascinating mood nuance between give and tell in real-life scenarios. Giving advice is offering polite guidance. Remember, giving is offering. It's helpful. But telling someone what to do is a direct command. Because tell is a direct information transfer, using it this way sounds commanding. If you say, let me give you some advice, you're being a supportive friend. But if you say, let me tell you what to do, wow, you sound like a bossy manager. Choosing the right collocation completely changes the vibe of your conversation.
Section 5. The Ultimate Native Challenge. Test your memory in the hot seat.
All right, you've absorbed the theory, you understand the mechanics, and now I am putting you in the hot seat. Here is your first rapid-fire prompt, fill in the blank. If you are sitting in a courtroom, do you say the truth or tell the truth? Think about the core mechanic. Are you just expressing a word, or are you transferring information to the judge? Lock in your guess right now.
And the answer is, tell the truth. Excellent job. The truth is heavy information, and you are transferring it directly to your audience. You tell the truth just like you tell a lie.
Next scenario. Fill in the blank. If your friend is struggling to move a heavy box up a flight of stairs, do you give them a hand, say them a hand, or tell them a hand? Think about what you are physically doing here. Lock it in.
Yes, you give someone a hand, you are offering and providing physical support, which fits absolutely perfectly into the give category. You're handing over your energy and assistance. Beautiful.
Okay, final rapid-fire question. The party is over, you're grabbing your coat, and you're walking out the door. Do you say goodbye or tell goodbye? Think about it. Is goodbye a complex piece of transferred information, or is it a specific set of words you express?
The answer is say goodbye. Brilliant. Because goodbye is the exact word coming out of your mouth, you say it. Just like you say hello, say sorry, and say thank you. If you nail these, seriously, give yourself a massive pat on the back. You are mastering these tricky combinations like an absolute pro.
So to wrap up this explainer, I've got one last question. Can you tell the difference between these verbs now? Pun completely intended. By focusing on the mechanics, knowing that we give to offer, we say to express words, and we tell to transfer information to people, you've completely bypassed that dictionary translation trap. Memorize these collocation chunks, practice them out loud, and you're going to find your spoken English flowing smoother than ever before. Go out there, have some amazing conversations, and see how naturally these phrases just start pouring out of you. Keep learning, keep practicing, and I will see you in the next one.